Alright, so next video, I guess I'm in a video making mood. I realize I haven't been doing this forever. I've been busy getting this guy back on the road. This other video, problem why. But I want to do an update on I've been calling it a Spit 6. I should really call it a Convertible GT6. So that's what that's kind of what my plan is. I'm going to do like a kind of quick walk around, show what all I've been doing, where I'm at, and all the stuff. So let's see here. So I'll save that part for last. So over here, I've been really cleaning up a lot of my metal work, a lot of hammer and dolly. Over here, I took off the seam. What I'm going to do, I'm going to fill these up, and then I'm going to have some other special lights in there. So got all of this just about good to go. Of course, it's going to need a little body filler, but I'm trying to minimize that. Engine parts from the red car. Here is, so I took the seam off. Everything, like, the second time I do it is so much better than the first time. And I've realized this actually goes down a little bit and back up, just to the nature of the panels. So it's going to need body filler regardless. And problem, because they both come in and up, and then there's one in the middle, cutting this across, there's this gap oftentimes that I had to like arch and bridge and all of that. So there's that. Whatever. Oh, what else? Okay, yeah. So I think back here I'm going to put like find a CGT6 badge. I've seen someone who's like making those. Where are we? Got the hood. Got somewhere around here. I think it's over there by the hood, and there's the thing to prop it up. Is the mounts for that. So that's one of the next things I'm going to work on is mounting the hood, but since I got it's cramped in here, I'm saving that till later. What else? And then what's going to happen next? Okay, so I'm working on driver's side door there, got passenger side door over there, that blue thing, and I'm going to finish the driver's side door. And I'm not sure the order. I might go ahead and go passenger door. I think that one's in better shape than the driver's side. And then get all the body panels on there and start fitting lights, cutting out fiberglass, grills, all that stuff so that I can get it ready for paint. Then there's going to be all the body filler stuff. Got to remove the slip here and do a little bit of repairs. The trunk lid's not too bad. But here's what I've been working on with the door. So this is kind of exciting stuff. Been watching channel Fitzy's Fabrications. If you hadn't watched, he's totally awesome. So this part was here from part of an extra bonnet that I've got sitting out in the driveway, and I chose it because it's already got the crown in it. So it took like very little manipulation to make it fit. And so what I did, I just cut the shape, tacked it on there, and then did the cut and butt method where I cut, then pushed it in, and then tacked it in, and working around and welded it back in later. This over here, and then I've been working on all this down here. So I made from here to here is one piece, and I'm still working on getting my gaps tighter, but it's working. Did some hammer and dolly work as well too. So this is one piece, and I'll show you how I made that in just a moment. And then this is another piece here that I bent. I don't have a brake, so I bent it on my vise, and of course there's a little bit of wiggle stuff going on, so I got a shrinker and stretcher and messed with it until I got it nice and level, then installed that in here. Already cut this edge, but I'm going to have to come in here and cut all of this to match. Then, let's see, made this piece here. You can see, look at that curve. I mean, this is like would be really, really complicated. I'll show you how I did that in just a second. And then I got this piece I'm working on right now. And so with welding it, I'm going super, super slow. So tacked it, let it cool way down, came back, just did another rounds of tacks, sometimes hitting just every other one. I'm just, I think slow is the key. After putting in the initial tacks, I did a little bit of hammer and dolly to keep it straight. And then once I get it all ground down and level, I'm going to hammer and dolly it again to make that look good. So here's how I've been making. Okay, cool down a bit. This is how I made these corners. And so you can see this is like, would be a very, very complicated shape. And so, let's see if this still fits. I just put some extra weld on the back. See, that fits up there like beautifully. Okay, so my method, this piece here, just like 2D shapes at a time. Cut this, made sure it fit well, and then tacked it down onto a flat piece of metal that I knew was big enough, and then I'm going to cut the shape out of there. And because of the nature of this, you can see you can put like a lot of heat in there. Yeah, there's a lot of heat in there, and so it's holding really well. What was I going to say next? So yeah. Oh, that's it. So you see this kind of complex curve happening there, and then this isn't exactly a straight line either. It'd be a nightmare and a half to build that little piece, and I don't even know how. I don't have the tools to do it. But this was no problem. This only took me like a couple, I don't know, maybe an hour or so. There's a lot of cool down in between. And it fits up there perfect. And so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this extra away, grind off to make it round, because I got this rolled edge here, and that's why I put a little bit extra metal on the inside to give me the space to roll it some and dig into this edge here. And so I got my line marked there. I'll cut away the excess here, so that, you know, I've only got what I need. That's how I ended up with this. And so you can see I took in here with the cutting wheel and cleaned up my welds to where it looks like a bend for the most part. It's solid on the other side, even though it looks like it might have some holes. But I'm just going to fill that in with a little bit of body filler because it is solid. And what was I going to say next? Yep, that's going to go there. I guess I can talk about the way I'm going to put this thing in. So what I'm planning on doing, and you can kind of see a little bit of my Sharpie line here, I'm going to cut here and here, and then I'm going to cut here and here so I can get the corners to drop in. And then from there I'm going to cut out the top and the bottom and then tack those in, and so that should fit all right there. Something I noticed, well, since I'm here I'll talk about this one. So tacked it on top of the metal, then cut, pushed it in, tacked it. As I came around, this came over just a little bit more this way as everything moved, and luckily everything fit up just fine. I got no problems with that, and this won't be seen, so if I got just a little bit of waviness, I'm not worried about that. But this, by dropping it in the two corners, I'm going to avoid how it's going to shift a little bit as it drops in with these up here, and everything should fit really well. I think that's about it, what's going on with this. So yeah, learning how to weld from watching other people weld, logging experience points and leveling up. And so this is, I guess I'm not as afraid to show this one because this is some of the better welding I've been doing. Yeah, let's see. All right, so that's that. So look at the camera. So this is gonna be a short video, just kind of update what's going on. And this way I've also got records to look back on when I'm driving this car around, can go back and be like, oh yeah, I remember when that happened, and like, oh okay, see what the insides of it are like. And there's some people, other people that like watching these too, and I love watching other people's cars. And like the one of my favorite things about the videos is just seeing like the progression. I'll see like someone working on a car, and I like seeing it go all the way through and all the stuff and the thinking and whatnot. But yeah, so I'm gonna cut this one here because I need to get a tripod for this thing, and I'm just gonna be working. So yeah, take care, have a great day, later. Oh yeah, oops, postscript. So here's something I missed. There's this lip that goes over here, and so what I'm gonna do is a flat piece. I'll use this up against there. This sticks out a little bit too far. weld across there, cut there, and then I'll grind it so that it's nice and level. And then once I fit it on the car, I'll put some masking tape across the bottom so I get a nice straight line, and we'll grind that smooth so I have a, trying to get all my door gaps looking nice. Yeah, and I think the other thing I was thinking I wanted to show you was the order of operations, and that was basically it. There. I cut this a little bit, pulled this lip out, and all the things. So, right on. All right, that's that.